Last episode, the stakes were clear. Win, and our Rice Owls are in the Sun Belt Championship game. This episode, they're even clearer. We took care of business against North Texas in the season finale, just to do it all again today. It's round 2 of the Owls and the Mean Green here from Caesars Superdome in New Orleans. Welcome back to the Rice Owls Dynasty, everyone. What has already been one of the most successful seasons in the history of Rice football has a chance to be just a little bit better, as we look to take home some of our first hardware in the series. North Texas is no easy beat though. They've used the last 2 weeks to get healthy on the defensive side. Star defensive tackle Fadafehi Vailea is healthy for the first time since the season opener, and linebacker Samaje Burrell is also back in the lineup. Both players missed action against Rice in the 51-37 Owl victory 2 weeks ago. There's no time to dwell on the past though. Sawyer Evans will get the Sun Belt Championship underway. Ball fielded from the 3-yard line by wide receiver Drayden Dickman. He speeds out past the 20 and is taken down at the 21-yard line, where the Rice offense will begin the Sun Belt Conference Championship game. After last week's victory against North Texas, Coach McGee was able to sit down with the media and take a couple of questions. As a reminder, if you want to have your question answered by Coach McGee in the following episode, be sure to leave a comment down below or come join the Discord server and leave a comment there, and I'll be sure to get to the most popular ones. Yeah, I think it's a little bit of a blend of both, right? I think coming in here, looking at the talent that we have, a quarterback and a running back, I think that the run game was a pretty obvious place to start, but at the end of the day, I am influenced by Malzahn, that kind of modern gun wing T philosophy that he has. I think that it's very effective. A lot of miscommunication, a lot of motion, get misdirection going with the backs and the receivers. Any one of our players can get the ball. Doesn't matter if it's a tight end, running back, receiver, or the quarterback keeping it. We want to mess with the numbers of the defense, especially now that defense is so focused on fitting out of a too high shell and trying to rotate post-snap. It really just is the most effective thing for us to do. Just run the ball, right? And we try and have a healthy mix of some inside zone along with some power, but we don't try and overload the offensive linemen with too many concepts. We keep it pretty simple. Power, counter, inside zone, buck sweep, and then we don't really do much else. I think that if you can get really good at one or two concepts, then that's all you need. You have one or two that are your best, and then 2 or 3 others that are change-ups that you can use off of that. And I think that that's been the most effective thing for our offense right now. Yeah, defensively, we haven't been exactly where we want to be the past couple of weeks. I think also we played some really explosive offenses, really kind of starting in the middle of the year when we played against SMU. I think that teams maybe got in that nationally televised game the opportunity to really see exactly where the weaknesses are with us. I think that our secondary is been playing a lot above their potential. I think that Amari Porter's been playing really well, Davion Hook's been playing really well, Jack Kane's been good. We have had to make a change with starting Jarek Harper instead of Max Ahoya, but the pass rush also needs to be a bit better, and we've been missing a lot of tackles, so that just really gets back to fundamentals, right? Driving your feet, wrapping up, rallying to the ball, right? First guy wraps, second guy tries to punch the ball out. Just that simple stuff. Yeah, that was a pretty sick highlight, wasn't it? We don't practice hurdling over defenders or anything like that, but that was a really, really cool play. And that's what's so special about this type of offense, where anyone can get the ball, because I know that all of our ball carriers are very special with the ball in their hands. So we don't tell them what to do. It's to get the ball in your hands and then go be an athlete. And Landon certainly was on that play. And I think that's going to be the highlight of the season and what we definitely remember this year for, hopefully after winning a conference championship. We'll see if the Owls can make good on Coach McGee's hopes here. They start on offense. Quarterback Chase Jenkins and running back is Max Balthazar. Micah Barnett motions over as a handoff to Balthazar on first down. He bounces off one tackle and is able to fight his way ahead for a gain of 7. A nice powerful run for the junior tailback on his first carry of the game. Second down and short now. Jenkins will throw the RPO out to Micah Barnett. That is the first down of the game, taken down by corner Chase Canada. after going no huddle here on first down just after 1 minute has gone by in the first quarter. Barnett in motion, handoff to Balthazar. Following Barnett, he somehow slips his way right between the offensive linemen. How did he find that hole? 16 yards on the first 2 carries of the day for Max Balthazar. Going under center here, 21 personnel. Jenkins goes play fake, rolling right, dumps it. Balthazar, he's gotten 3 touches already today, and he has a first down right out to midfield. Quentin Jackson checks in at running back as Jenkins keeps the offense spread out. Barnett motions in. He will go play fake, rolling left, pulling away, getting out of trouble, and he's got room to run. Past the 40, past the 30, down to the 24-yard line is Chase Jenkins. It is a rush of 26. He pulled away from edge. Avion Carter, the freshman, did not have the speed to contain the speedy Jenkins. 2nd down and 5. This handoff to Balthazar makes a nice cut. That's a great block by Weston Kropp and a good job by Balthazar reading it. Gets the Owls offense into a goal-to-go situation. They go 4-by-1 to the left side. Jackson is the back. A little motion now, and Jackson's going to take the snap, hand it off. This is Jenkins. How about this trickery? And he's able to get his way down to the 2, bringing up a big 3rd down and goal. They're not messing around here. They bring the 2 tight ends back on the field, and this is Aaron Turner, the wide receiver at running back. They hand it off to him, and he's not going to get the first down. North Texas's defense stands tall. Bryceon Hayes makes the tackle, but it looks like Rice is going to keep the offense on the field, trying to make a statement early in the conference championship game. Barnett motions in as an H-back. Here comes Will Swartz in as a second H-back. Jenkins snaps the ball. He hands it off, and North Texas's defense comes to play. Stuffs Max Balthazar on his 5th carry of the day, and Rice gets no points on their very first long drive of the day. Looking here, we try to run a little slant flat RPO, trying to give our offense as many options as possible, but we just get blown up and beat off the ball on the offensive line. We cannot have that in a goal-to-go situation. So, North Texas, quarterback Reese Poffenbarger, this high-flying passing attack, gets the ball for their first time on the field. Going deep down the field, that pass is caught. That is Trey Williams. He had a big game against us last episode, and he's got 26 on the first play from scrimmage for North Texas. Screen pass set up now. This is caught by Simeon Evans, and he is going to get a gain of 8. Remember, this North Texas offense, they like to move fast. A lot of no huddle, which puts a lot of strain on our defense and the offense. We have to maintain long drives to keep them off the field. Here is Shadi Clayton Johnson. He's able to get a short gain, but still pick up the first down. Clayton Johnson had over 100 yards rushing in the loss to the Owls in the season finale. He's taken down here by Andrew Awe for a loss of 1. Still going no huddle though. North Texas, they love to throw the ball around the field. They average only 98 rushing yards per game. But this is one of the best passing offenses in college football. Poffenbarger back to throw here. He has time. Pressure coming. He throws the ball away. Jordan Campbell was able to finally get some pressure off of left tackle Jimto Odigweyu. And this will bring up 3rd down and 11, where Poffenbarger takes a shot downfield looking for sides, and it is incomplete. Amari Porter does a nice job breaking the ball up, and Rice will get the ball back on offense. This handoff here to Max Balthazar. Lots of running room. Good job by the Rice offensive line so far today. They've been opening up running lanes for Balthazar early, and he's been able to take advantage of them. A little bit of tempo here from Rice. We are going to expect a little bit of slower tempo from them, but they go play fake here. Jenkins, he's trying to take a shot, but he is sacked. And there is Fadafehi Valia getting his first sack of the season. Back for the first time after injury. This pass by Landon Ransom Goals is caught, and he will get into North Texas territory past midfield. He broke away from cornerback Chase Canada. This is a great job by Jenkins, recognizing the blitz, throwing it to his sit route, and then Landon Ransom Goals able to break some tackles. No hurdle this time, but a big play nonetheless. This 3rd down and 5 pass is caught by Micah Barnett, and he's able to make his way ahead for a first down to the 25. So now into the high red area for the offense. Things are going to start getting a little bit more challenging here. Jenkins, he's going to pull the ball here. He had multiple options on the RPO, but he's going to take the gain of 7. 5 carries already for Jenkins. 2 running backs in the backfield, second down. This handoff to Quentin Jackson does not get much. And the first quarter already has come to an end. Both offenses have been moving, but look at the time of possession difference for Rice. This is exactly what we want to see. Keep the ball out of Reese Poffenbarger's hands and force this defense on the field as much as possible. 3rd and 3, running duo with Tyvon Byers. He's able to fight his way ahead for a first down, and that is a crucial injury there. Richard Outland, the Mean Green sack leader, double-digit takedowns for him on the year. He is now out of the game for this play. 1st and 10 from the 13. We get double motion. Turner going orbit back around Jenkins, and he's going to throw it. It's caught! Micah Barnett, and that is a touchdown! We get a little bit of a peak RPO here looking for Barnett. It's not the cleanest look. You don't expect to throw this with a safety sitting right over the middle of the field, but just doesn't react. That's Evan Jackson, and he just lets Barnett box him out and take that ball away. So Rice strikes first here. Let's see how North Texas responds. Here's Shadee Clayton Johnson, and he's able to get a gain of 6, bringing up a 3rd down and 4. See, one thing about North Texas, when they go no huddle, they take these guys and put them in multiple different spots. This is Dalton Carnes getting the screen on 3rd down from the running back position, but he'll be taken down, and it will be 4th down and short, but deep in their own territory. North Texas going to punt the ball away. Aaron Turner ready to receive the punt from Sawyer Evans. He took one back for a touchdown last week. Let's see what he does this time. Pretty much the exact opposite. Fair catch. Rice will take over at the 34. Play fake now for Jenkins. He's in trouble, able to step away, fire over the middle of the field, and it is in and out of the hands of Artis Cole. That's a great job by Jenkins, able to navigate the pressure. Ball's a bit high, but Cole's got to come down with it. Screen pass out to Turner on 3rd and 10. He is chased out of bounds by David Fisher. It's 4th and 2, but a little bit too much in our own territory. We're not going to go for it. Punting the ball back to North Texas, and Shadee Clayton Johnson breaking tackles. He is just bouncing around. Jack Kane brings him down after a couple of attempts. Brings up 2nd down and short. If North Texas is able to run the ball like this, we're going to have some problems. And here's one right here. Ty Morris gets pancaked, and Clayton Johnson gets another first down on the carry. Out of the pistol now, Poffenbarger. He's going to go play fake. We saw this play. They ran it for a touchdown last week. In trouble, and he is sacked. No coverage bust this time. We were ready for it. And Damone Green with a true hustle play here, able to take down Poffenbarger. He falls for the play fake initially and takes down Shadee Clayton Johnson, but he gets right back up and pursues the senior quarterback and takes him down. A massive play here for the Rice defense that would lead to a punt. But we get 3rd down and 1 here. We're going to go empty with Byers as an H-back. Barnett comes in motion. Jenkins pulls the ball. Power read, and it is blown up. Taken down, and there is Samaje Burrell making his first impact play. The linebacker who was hurt in our season finale. North Texas' defense is fully healthy, and they've played pretty well so far. This RPO is caught by Trey Williams on North Texas' next possession. We have about 5 minutes left in the first half, and it's been a defensive slugfest so far. Nothing like last week was with the high-flying scoring offenses. Play fake once again for Poffenbarger, throwing deep down the middle of the field, and it is broken up. And that pass for Simeon Evans, good coverage by Jarek Harper. 2nd and 10 now. Here's a run to Shadee Clayton Johnson, and Andrew Awe is all over it. He's really good when we're able to give him open gaps out of that penny front. But here we get 3rd and 10, a wide bunch look. Screen trying to be set up. And nice job by the Rice defense putting pressure on Poffenbarger. He could not get the throw off. Back on offense now after the punt. Jenkins going to pitch this ball out. This is Quentin Jackson. He makes a move and is able to get his way past the marker for a first down out to the 29-yard line. Going no huddle once again. I think we've seen more no huddle out of Rice than we did all of last week here. Really trying to keep the tempo up. Rolling left is Jenkins. He's going to throw on the run. Wide open is Artis Cole. He crosses midfield in North Texas territory. That is a first down. First catch for Cole and 133 passing yards for quarterback Chase Jenkins already today. Barnett in motion. This is going to be a counter to Byers. He gets some running room. Tyvon Byers past the 30 down to the 28. The Rice O-line has been dictating their will to the North Texas front so far. If we can keep this up, things are going to be looking good for us. 2nd and 10, here's some movement from North Texas. No flag. Jenkins stands in. Pass is caught. There's Artis Cole, his second catch of the drive. Now up to 38 yards passing. They hit the dig route this time, and we get some movement from North Texas that is now actually called. This is going to be the sophomore Jaden Williams called for the neutral zone infraction, and it'll bring up a 2nd down and 1 for the Rice offense. Been able to run the ball really, really well this season for the Owls, and that has continued so far today. They're going to go empty once again with Byers as the H-back, motioning Barnett over, so we get 4-by-1 to the left side. Jenkins keeps it, powering ahead, fighting his way, trying to get across the goal line, but he will not. Down to the 2, though, in a new set of downs. 2 tight ends on the field. They're going to motion both Barnett and Schwartz over to the left side. Byers is the back. Here comes Schwartz back around as an H-back. They're going to hand it to Byers. He's going to dive over the top of the line, and he is in for the 2nd touchdown of the day for the Owls. It is 14-0. 2-minute drill now here for North Texas. They're going to get this bunch diamond formation here set up. Poffenbarger throws over the middle, caught by Trey Williams, pulling away from Awe into Rice territory as we go to 1 minute left in the first half. North Texas was able to move the ball pretty well within the 20s, but once they've gotten to the red zone, haven't been able to do much today. Dig route, that's caught. Landon Sides now inside the 5-yard line down to the 3. They've been using a lot more bunch this week, and it has been giving the Rice defense some trouble. 1st and goals, we're within 15 seconds. Poffenbarger looking to throw. He has all day. Fires. It is caught. Landon Sides. That is a true great job by the North Texas O-line. Rice's pass rush just has to be worn down after this first half. North Texas moving up and down the field. Landon Sides in scramble drill, breaking back to the middle of the field, gets away from Amari Porter. And that would do it for the first half. It's been an exciting first half, not the offensive fireworks that we saw last week. I think that overall in offense, we've done a good job keeping the ball out of North Texas's hands, but the D-line has not been getting enough pressure. If you are enjoying the video and you like what you see and you want to see more Rice Dynasty, be sure to like the video, subscribe, and go ahead and try out YouTube's new hype feature as we get the second half underway here. Empty on the first play of the second half. Poffenbarger to throw. He dumps it off. That's caught by Simeon Evans. He breaks away, and he's going to be close to a first down. It'll be 2nd down and inches for the senior wide receiver. They go ahead. Carnes is the running back along with Clayton Johnson. Rice still in that too high shell. It's a handoff to Carnes. Bad pursuit from Ty Morris. Bad pursuit by Davian Hook. And here goes Dalton Carnes on the 2nd play of the second half. He pulls away from the Rice defense, and that is a long, explosive touchdown run. Something that we've seen more and more of from the Rice defense, allowing these explosives in the second half of the season. Bad pursuit, not enough penetration up front, and we do not have the long speed to keep up with these playmakers. All of a sudden, it's a tied ball game after about a grand total of 1 minute of North Texas possession here. This run, the first play of the second half for Rice, is stuffed. It brings up 2nd down and 8. RPO here is dumped off to Aaron Turner. He does not get any help from Artis Cole on a block and is able to get it to 3rd down and 1. Chase Jenkins only 2 incompletions so far today. Definitely one of his most efficient passing days on the season. But 3rd down and 1 here. They run power. Balthazar stutter steps, able to read his blocks and get a very big 1st down. We didn't want to give the ball right back to North Texas after they've scored 2 quick touchdowns. 3rd down and 5 here, though. Jenkins with 2 backs in the back for the throw, and he sails the ball over the head of Dalen Alexander, who had settled on the sit route just past the sticks. So North Texas will get the ball right back. This quick pass caught by Trey Williams. He takes a massive hit from Jack Kane, and that brings up a 3rd down and short. There'll be 2 yards to be exact. Rice, they're going to bring pressure. This handoff is to Carnes. He's sweeping. He's got the edge, and he is taken down by DJ Arkansas. And we get a little bit of an injury here. This is Landon Sides, who was hurt while blocking Amari Porter. So that's one of their best receivers taken out of the game for now. We get motion here into a tight split. Handoff to Clayton Johnson. Good job, Max Ahoya. He holds him up long enough for the rest of the Owl defense to rally. Kind of a continued theme from last week. North Texas was not able to run the ball outside that much. Good job by Ahoya here in as a rotational player. Screen on 3rd and 7. This is Shadi Clayton Johnson. Hurdles over Jack Kane and gets the 1st down, but it's going to be coming back. A holding call here on the left tackle, Jimto Obigdegwu. You be the judge of this. I don't really know where the hold is. Is it right here? Is that it? I don't know, but a bailout here for the Rice defense brings up 3rd down and 17. Obvious passing situation, more motion. Poffenbarger to throw. Has time, steps into it, going down the field looking for Carnes, and he comes down with it. Just wins the one-on-one against Jarek Harper on the corner route at the numbers. And a massive opportunity missed by the Rice defense to get off the field on 3rd and 17. Some miscommunication here, and after the big play, Rice just wants to calm the defense down. They take that first time out of the second half. You don't get to take them with you here. Poffenbarger keeps it. He's hit by Davion Hook, hit by Demo Green, and is just shy of the 1st down. 3rd down and inches. There's been a lot of 3rd and shorts. Very manageable situations here for the Mean Green offense. This run, Clayton Johnson gets a lane, breaks away, and he's into the end zone for now, but this is going to also be coming back. It's going to be holding on Ugana Nanana, the right guard. So, 3rd down and 10. Can Rice make a stop here? Poffenbarger with pressure in his face, dumps it off. This is Evans. He is met right at the sticks, but he is going to be 1 yard short. So, the sophomore, Khalid Naguma, on to kick what will be the leading field goal, and this ball is right down the middle. North Texas now leads 17-14. Jenkins going to throw this RPO quickly out to Landon Ransom. Goals, he's able to get about 9. A very nice play to start the drive for the Rice offense. Now they're going to bring Byers in. They've been playing him a lot more as a fullback as of late. Motion Artis Cole over, snap the ball, hand it to Balthazar. He cuts, and he's into the open field! Just like that! North Texas loaded the box, and they're not gonna catch Max Balthazar on a fantastic cut. And he has put Rice right back on top. We gotta take a look at this one again. Take a look here. We're running power. We get fantastic blocks from both right guard Weston Kropp and tight end Micah Barnett. And Balthazar is able to stick that right foot in the ground and get vertical. He blows the top off the stovepipe and is able to pull away from North Texas's secondary to put us back on top. 21-17 now, 3rd down and 5 for North Texas. Motion from Carnes. Poffenbarger throwing, taking a shot. He's got the post. It is caught by Simeon Evans. He is down at the 42. And North Texas once again converts on a 3rd down. Run on 2nd and 10 goes nowhere, but this time they hand the ball off and making a move on play Wyatt. That is the backup running back for North Texas making his way for a first down into Rice territory. Now we go 2 backs here. Lots of backups rotating in now for the Mean Green, but Poffenbarger's still in. Throwing over the middle, caught by Trey Williams. Breaking tackles, gets away from Wyatt, gets away from Jack Kane. And I gotta say, Trey Williams, this guy has been giving us so many problems over these 2 games. Poffenbarger throwing as we near the end of the 3rd quarter. Williams cannot hang on to this one. DJ Arkansas knocks the ball out. We'll bring up 2nd down and 10. Clayton Johnson back in the game. And he gets the handoff on 2nd down. Makes a move. That's on Marcus Williams, but Max Ahoya's there to clean it up. Brings up 3rd down and 10 as the final seconds of the 3rd quarter tick away. But Poffenbarger's going to snap the ball, hand the ball off. This is Clayton Johnson. He gets away from Wyatt, pulls away from Williams inside the 10, down inside the 5, and out at the 3. Running power on 3rd down and 10. Last play of the 3rd quarter. Poffenbarger pulls, and he gets his way into the end zone. It was a very close play, but there's no review. The booth says it stands, and the North Texas kicking unit is out on the field. And as the 3rd quarter comes to a close, the Mean Green have once again taken the lead. They are up by 3, 24-21 in the Sun Belt Conference Championship as we head to the final quarter of play. How about both these offenses? Over 150 rushing yards and both over 7 yards per play. Defense has been hard to come by here. Long plays, long drives. We get a screen from Jenkins here out to Quentin Jackson. Good block for Brad Bauer. Past midfield. Now the ball comes out and North Texas falls on it, but I'm nearly certain that Quentin Jackson was down, and the booth review would say yes, he was. So brings up 1st down. Aaron Turner comes in motion. Balthazar back in the game, running some buck sweep. Getting outside. Balthazar, he's into 40. Got past the 30. Makes a nice move, and then is taken down by Davion Armstead. Nice job getting outside, and good blocks by the guards on the buck sweep there. Byers comes in for 1st down. Now under 9 minutes to go in the game. Jenkins to throw. He has time, throws underneath. Byers has on the check down, and the ball is out once again. North Texas has it. This play is live, and pulling away from the offensive line, pursuing him. Is anyone going to catch him? Landon Ransom goals does. I'm really surprised it didn't blow this play dead as Hayes recovered the fumble. And a review here, actually a challenge from Rice. They had to go all the way to throwing the flag down to get the booth to look at it. Byers is definitely down. Rice is going to retain possession, but now they're out of challenges for the rest of this game and only 2 timeouts here. 3rd and 3. Balthazar running. He gets the 1st down now inside the 15 and over 150 rushing yards on the day. Jenkins throwing now on 3rd down and 7. Passes nearly picked off by Samaje Burrell. Breaking up the throw for Landon Ransom goals. And so the senior Chase Allen is going to come on for his first field goal attempt of the day. Spotted kick up good, and Rice has tied the game at 24. This run on 2nd and 5 here is taken down quickly. That is Max Ahoya. The corners are getting some rotation in. It's really, really tough to run with these receivers all day when they're going so fast. So it brings up 3rd down and 3 for Poffenbarger, shifting the offense around. They're going to hand it off to Clayton Johnson, and he's hit. Amari Porter in the backfield, and finally El Royale Morris is going to make the final play. A great job by Amari Porter in run defense, gives Rice the ball right back. Turner in motion, they fake it to him. Sweeping is Jenkins, outside, pass is intercepted! Picked off, that's David Fisher, the senior nickel corner, picks off Jenkins for the first time today, and a very costly turnover with less than 6 minutes to go in this game. Jenkins has done a really good job as of late taking care of the football. He hadn't thrown an interception in multiple weeks. This time, he just doesn't get enough air under it, trying to get outside to Artis Cole, and David Fisher's able to undercut it. North Texas now running, trying to get some points with this golden opportunity after the sudden change. Shadee Clayton-Johnson gets nothing. 2nd down and 12 coming up now. Poffenbarger throws the quick screen. This is caught. That is Coleman. He pulled away for a long touchdown last week, if you remember. This time, Rice does a much better job containing him. So very quickly, it's 3rd down and 7. They go 3 receivers to the left and single receiver to the right. Poffenbarger to throw. Has time over the head of Simeon Evans. So the Rice defense does their job. They give up nothing after the turnover. Jenkins gets the ball back on offense. He pulls the ball here and takes off for a gain of 5. 50 yards rushing now for the sophomore quarterback. Brings up 2nd and 5. Balthazar going to shift over behind Jenkins. He will get the handoff. Jenkins throws it, and he's intercepted again! Picked off the 2nd time in 2 straight drives. That is Evan Jackson. He stepped right in front of the RPO that Jenkins was throwing. And this one, I'm going to say this is less of a mistake by Jenkins and a great job by Jackson baiting us. This is a too high shell that North Texas comes out in. And watch Jackson here. He's going to charge down to fill the run. Very obvious look of saying, I have this glance route, but he actually settles right into a hook zone in cover 3. A fantastic job by North Texas confusing us here and forcing a mistake. And right now, they're making us pay. Shadee Clayton-Johnson right off of the turnover. Able to get into the end zone on the wheel route off of the fake jet action. The sudden change didn't get our defense last drive, but this time it does. North Texas has taken a 31-24 lead. 3 minutes left to go in the game. 3rd down and 5 for Rice. Jenkins is cold. He's back to pass. Pressure coming. Dumps it off. Balthazar trying to get away, but he cannot. Samaje Burrell brings him down. His impact has been felt. And with less than 2 minutes coming up here, you got to go for this. Jenkins goes into a hard count. He's back to throw. Only a 3-man rush. Dumps it off. Jackson has the 1st down. Makes a move. Past midfield. Can he pull away from the defense? Yes, he can. Quentin Jackson is going to go 81 yards to the house. On 4th down and 5. Backs against the wall. The little dump off to the scat back. Quentin Jackson ends up going the distance and ties this game up once again. Just some really bad pursuit here from North Texas at a key block by Artis Cole, and then Jackson just able to pull away from safety Evan Jackson. And now we have a tied ball game once again. 2-minute warning just hit. 2nd down and 8. Running the ball here is Clayton Johnson. He breaks away from Awe for a moment, but is only able to get 9. No 1st down, so the clock will keep running. All the time in the world, though, for North Texas. They have all their timeouts. This dump off here to Clayton Johnson will be caught. He does not get a 1st down, but still a good gain of 8. Mean Green are moving. Rice is playing pretty conservative here, but with time ticking down, you might need to get a bit more aggressive because a field goal can win the game. Trey Williams, he's going to get into Rice territory now. 1:16 left as the clock stops. The tight end now over 100 yards on the day. Poffenbarger throwing. Blitz coming from Rice. Has all time, and it's caught! The post route down the middle of the field is caught. That was Landon Sides. Rice is going to take their 2nd timeout. We send cover 0 here. We take our chance. It's picked up beautifully, though, by the North Texas offense. And Poffenbarger's able to fit that ball in. He goes over 370 yards on the day, and now North Texas is in control. They're running the ball here. They don't get the 1st down, but the clock's got to keep running. Rice is now out of timeouts with over a minute left. So now North Texas, they can just fall on the ball. But they're not going to. They're not going to knee it out. They're going to try and score. They're going to try and get as close as they can. Poffenbarger pulls it. He's taken down by Davion Hook. The clock will continue to run. Now just over 30 seconds left for 3rd down and 1. This handoff here, Clayton Johnson, he's got the first down. He's getting to the end zone, but he's taken down at the 2-yard line. And this clock is going to run down as Kali Naguma will bang through the game-clinching field goal. There's one play left, though, so let's see what Rice has to do. Do they have a miracle in them? They come out with Aaron Turner at quarterback. They're going to lateral it to Balthazar. They're going to play the lateral game here. The pitch caught again by Turner, and this time, as Valia makes the tackle, brings down Aaron Turner, and the North Texas Mean Green get their revenge for the season finale where Rice was able to win by 2 scores. This time they take the conference championship. The Sun Belt supremacy goes to Denton, Texas instead of Houston, as the North Texas Mean Green take down our Rice Owls 34-31 off of a really rough fourth quarter. 2 interceptions, one of which I would absolutely say is my fault on a bad read, the one that we threw to Fisher trying to get the comeback route to the outside. The RPO, though, I'll say that's a great play by, that was Jackson who made the interception. That was just a good play, and I got fooled by the post-snap rotation. But again, same thing. We couldn't stop the run. We couldn't stop the run, and we couldn't get after Reese Poffenbarger. And when they run that no-huddle offense, it's so hard to set up stunts and twists to get those free looks. And it's hard when they're going no-huddle because you don't have access to your plays. I didn't have much that we could go into that was more aggressive than quarter, half, cover 3. I had some man blitzes. We ran man blitz once, and North Texas picked it up. They max protected, and they hit the post. So it was overall just a really good job by the Mean Green just being able to beat what we were throwing at them. But this was just an offensive explosion, honestly. It was a really, really tough-fought game. A lot of offense. Both teams had over 7 yards per play. It was a good game against 2 of the best offenses. 6.5 yards per carry for both teams. And the interceptions at the end of the day did it for us. And also allowing 27 points in the second half. Rough day. A rough day for us in what ultimately ends up being a close but no cigar season. Making it to the conference championship in our first year and then losing. But there are still good things to take away from it. We are bowl eligible for the first time in over a decade. As the week ends, we see we drop down to number 19 in the poll. We only drop 1 spot. And we get confirmation about who our bowl opponent is after we see that Kevin Jennings of SMU, who we played against earlier in the year, won the Heisman, I think deservedly so, a very good year. And we do see we take home some hardware after all. Chase Allen wins the Lou Groza Award. 34 field goal attempts, 29 made. And we see that we are facing off against the Charlotte 49ers in the Boca Raton Bowl. Now, you're going to get this bowl game in the same episode here. We're going to take a quick look here at the other conference champions. Louisville wins the ACC. Clemson takes home the ACC. Louisville wins the American, Oklahoma wins the Big 12. Penn State blows out Indiana in the Big 10 championship. James Madison beats Liberty by 1 for the CUSA title. Buffalo takes down, who was ranked, Toledo for the MAC. Colorado State beats San Jose State by 2 for the Mountain West championship. Utah takes down Boise in the Pac-12 championship. Florida blows out Tennessee. And then obviously North Texas takes down our Owls for the Sun Belt. Taking a quick look here at the bowl games and our conference participation in bowl games. We have Arkansas State, us, Southern Miss, North Texas, UAB, and Louisiana all bowl eligible playing in the postseason. It is time for us to go bowling for the first time here in the Rice Dynasty as we come to you from the home of the Florida Atlantic Owls. It is the 19th ranked Rice Owls and the unranked 7-5 49ers of Charlotte in the Boca Raton Bowl. Taking a look at the scouting report for the Charlotte defense, this is certainly not a unit that is quite as strong as the Mean Green that we've seen the past 2 episodes. Starting off, their best player on defense is cornerback Ja'Karius Conley. He's going to be lining up in the slot, so very similar to what North Texas was doing with David Fisher. He's big, 6'1", 215 is really, really big for a corner, but he's actually a very good athlete too. He's got 2 interceptions, a couple of pass deflections, he's involved in the run game. He's a really, really fun player, and a guy that we're definitely going to have to look out for and see if our slot receivers can handle blocking him in the run game. They also have a really nice linebacker in Reed Williford, 84 tackles, 4 TFLs. He's active in pass coverage. Overall, good size. I don't see many weaknesses in his game. And then their best outside corner, Tylen Baldwin, 5 interceptions. A true ball hawk, really rare in the modern landscape of college football, but he is certainly one of them. And then looking at the guys that we want to take advantage of, Travion McGee, strong safety, kind of a interesting dichotomy here. If he's lined up in the box and he's a run defender and involved in the run fits, he's a great player. But if you ask him to back off and play coverage, that's where he's weak. So it's kind of one of those things where, okay, if we're in a too high shell, let's find him and let's attack him there. Otherwise, we have to take steps to account for him in the run game if he's down in the box. And then defensive tackle, Jamarian Solomon, one of the smallest defensive tackles that I've seen, 5'11", 267, but my goodness, he's a ball of lightning. He's extremely quick off the ball. 87 finesse move is elite for an interior rusher. So again, it's a dichotomy here. In the run game, we're going to run the ball right at him and going to see if he can hold up. If it's a passing situation, then we're going to have to find him and double him, because one-on-one with David Stickle, Weston Kropp, John Long, whoever it is, I don't trust that matchup. So he's a player we got to watch out for. As far as the rest of our game plan here, we got to take shot plays, right? I want to run the ball, get them into single high, see can Solomon actually stop the run. If he can't, they're going to have to load the box, and that's when we're able to take our shot and try and get something big. Rice will begin their day with the football, and they're going to motion Aaron Turner into the backfield. Jenkins going to sweep it to Turner like they do so much, but right there to make the tackle is Ja'Karius Conley, making his presence felt in run defense. This is the last game for many a senior, including Aaron Turner and Micah Barnett, the tight end. He gets the reception here from Chase Jenkins on the RPO and gains 11. Brings up a 3rd down and 8. Jenkins to throw, pressure coming. He throws it, caught by Turner, but he cannot pull away from Conley. He makes 3 tackles on this drive and ends the first Rice possession. Now on the offensive side for the Miners, best player for them is running back Donald Chaney. He was 1,000-yard rusher, 18 rushing touchdowns for the 220-pound senior. They have 2 nice receivers in Jaden McGowan and Jalen Nichols. They're going to have McGowan split as the X, and then Nichols is going to be aligned as the other Z receiver, their slot receiver. Not really much of an impact here, but they're both 2 really, really good receivers. McGowan, only 1 receiving touchdown on the year. They are beat up along the offensive line, however. They are missing both their left tackle and left guard. So we have 2 backups on the left side of that offensive line that already isn't a massive strength. So we're certainly going to be looking to take advantage of that. Can we run some stunts, some twists, get our best pass rushers isolated on that left side, and see if we can win. As far as the rest of our game plan here, we do have to worry about the quarterback run game. We're going to be coming out more in the penny front because their center is not strong in the run game, so I want to put Blake Bonish right in the middle of the defense, right over his head, and see if we can drive him off the ball and get some easy wins there. And then we got to be prepared to shift to single high, right? If Charlotte is able and capable of running the ball on us, we cannot wait around like we did against North Texas. We sat for way too long in too high, and we let them gas us. So we're going to come out, and we're going to be able to adjust to going single high, more cover 3, more cover 1, if we have to. And the wild card, because we haven't been able to do it the past couple weeks, can we fit the run out of our too high base shell? After the Rice punt, we will see the 49er offense for the first time today. Quarterback is Connor Harrell, and he hands the ball off. This is not Donald Chaney getting the first carry of the game. 2nd and 14. Chaney's still not out there. This is still the backup running back Henry Rutledge. Brings up 3rd down and 11 after the first 2 runs of the day go nowhere. Harrell will throw. Rice brings pressure. He's rolling right, throwing right, and it is in and out of the hands of Rutledge. Awe with a nice job in coverage. We run a little blitz here, and it's a bit of a variation of a 5-down stunt that you could see from a Fangio look called Eagle ISO. Instead, we have the penetrating linebacker and then 2 looping defensive tackles gets the ball back for us. Here we go, running some buck sweep with Max Balthazar. He cuts it upfield and is able to pick up 5. A good first carry for Balthazar in what is his final game of the year, along with the rest of this team. Play fake for Jenkins. He's rolling, just able to get the ball away. Good job by staying disciplined by the Charlotte defense, not falling for the play action here. 3rd and 5, the RPO is complete out to Landon Ransom goals. Pressure came on the blitz. Jenkins just dumps it off to his number 1 wide receiver. We get 3rd down once again, however. Jenkins with time. He throws complete to Artis Cole. He is out past the 40 to the 35. Rice on schedule here. 2nd and 4, we're going to get motion in from Landon Ransom goals, stacking behind Aaron Turner. Jenkins fakes the screen. Now he's going to throw it to Goals, who's able to fight his way ahead and just pick up the 1st down. That's the 3rd first down of the day and the 6th completed pass already for Chase Jenkins. 2nd and 10 with Barnett in motion. Jenkins, he'll just take his hitch again. Artis Cole gets upfield and picks up 8. Brings up a 3rd down and short. It'll be 2 yards to go exactly. Balthazar is the back. 2 tight ends in. Landon Ransom goals motions in. Jenkins swings it out to him, and he cannot get away from Tylen Baldwin, who brings him down for a loss. Some great tackling out of these Charlotte defensive backs will send the Lou Groza Award winner, Chase Allen, on for the field goal, which he bangs through for the first points of the day. There's Donald Chaney in the backfield. It's a play fake for Harrell, who is intercepted. Picked off. It is Andrew Awe. That is his 3rd interception of the year and the first snap in which Donald Chaney, who scored 18 touchdowns for the Charlotte offense, is in the game. They go play fake. Connor Harrell rolls out left and just throws it right into the waiting arms of the senior linebacker. A procedural penalty on 1st down backs up Rice to make it 1st and 15. So Jenkins going to roll, gets right past the linebacker, and he's into the open field. Past the 10, down to the 7-yard line. 29 yards rushing for Jenkins so far in this first quarter. Just able to sneak his way through. The linebacker was too worried about Swartz going to the flat, and Jenkins able to take advantage. Balthazar motions over. Jenkins throwing the RPO. This time it's not picked off. Artis Cole slides down at the 1, his 3rd reception of the day already. And we get a little bit of wildcat here. 3rd and goal. Jenkins motions over. Turner in the backfield. He will take the snap. He's going to power right ahead and walk into the end zone. A 10-0 lead quickly for Rice as they hop on top by 2 possessions. Charlotte really has started slow today. No completion so far for Connor Harrell, and that's not going to change here as he is sacked. Big Blake Bonish playing his last game of college football. He just overpowers the center king here. Just what we wanted to do in our game plan. Get him isolated one-on-one. 3rd and 15. We fake the pressure. No thing downfield for Harrell. He's going to take the shot. Looking good coverage from Amari Porter. Able to break the ball up for Jaden McGowan. And that will be another 3 and out for the 49ers. They're going to punt this ball away. Aaron Turner lines up back deep to receive. Snap is good. Kick is good. Right down the middle of the field. Turner will field it from the 45. He cuts outside into 49er territory. Aaron Turner out of bounds at the 29 of Charlotte. And Rice is going to have great starting field position as they hope to keep this early momentum going. Jenkins motions Landon Ransom goes in. He'll pitch it to him now on the option. Gets a block from Will Swartz and picks up not the 1st down. He gets 9.9 yards here. 3rd and 8. Pressure coming. Jenkins going to settle underneath. Landon Ransom goals. He's been busy today. His 5th catch of the day. Will not get the 1st down, but Rice is going to take their 3 points. First down here for Harrell. That is his first completed pass over the middle. Jaden McGowan, the senior, brings it in. 18 yards on the first completion of the day and first down of the day. Harrell able to break out of the sack here. Dylan Botts will track him down, but he is a slippery runner. He's someone we definitely have to worry about if he starts getting a bit more comfortable. 3rd and 6, looking to throw. Rice bluffed the blitz. Now over the middle. Pass is broken up. That's a good job by Max Lofi getting into the throwing window and breaking that ball up for Javen Nicholas. Rice gets the ball back. We're already halfway through the second quarter. There goes Max Balthazar, his best run of the day. A gain of about 15 here. He's got 22 yards on 6 carries, and Rice is going to go with a little bit of tempo now. Hurrying up into a trips look. Balthazar the back, Barnett the motion, Jenkins goes play fake. He's going to roll right, throw right for Turner. He cannot get his feet down. It is the 4th incompletion for Jenkins, who's already thrown the ball 16 times in the first half. Going a little QB power here. No, Jenkins throwing downfield. Incomplete for Micah Barnett. He actually got a step on the linebacker, and that's not something you want to see. In his last college football game, that's right guard Weston Kropp grabbing at his knee. He'll have to leave. This is a play fake here for Harrell on the next drive, taking a shot downfield. He's got a man open. That's caught by the tight end. Damone Green is the nearest man in coverage, and this is a long reception here for the tight end, Gus McGee. How many McGees are there here? We got one coach in Rice. We got a tight end for Charlotte. Now we got a safety for the 49ers also. Harrell over the middle. First down now. This is Nicholas. This is the best drive that the 49ers have put together on that 14-yard reception. Harrell hands the ball off. That is the backup running back once again taken down on 3rd down. Bonish makes the play, and this will lead to a Charlotte field goal attempt for their first points of the game right before the 2-minute warning will hit at the end of the first half. Are you kidding me? Max Lofi? You ran into the kicker? What are we doing, man? You can't be giving more opportunities here to the 49ers. They're going to give this ball off to Chaney on 2nd and goal, and he's going to walk right into the end zone, break 2 tackles, and power his way through. Rice would go 3 and out, so now Charlotte has an opportunity with a 1-minute drill to get some points and make this a game all of a sudden after a very, very slow and sluggish start for quarterback Connor Harrell. 2nd down and 1. They go with a stack look to the right side. Harrell throws the RPO screen. That's caught by McGowan, but he's not able to break away from the Rice defense. He loses 2. Brings up 3rd down and 3, going up tempo. Harrell takes the snap. He's back, looking to throw. Under pressure, rolling right, and he is sacked. Taken down. That is Matthew Aribasala, one of the few returning starters for next season, looking to be one of the guys to replace Blake Bonish. Here's a great throw by Chase Jenkins on this dig to Aaron Turner. That's a great job settling in the window and throwing with some big A anticipation. Hurrying up here, Rice still has 2 timeouts. We're not going to use it yet. 23 seconds left. Running mesh once again, trying to take the access throw to land and ransom goals, but a bit too late of a throw from Jenkins. 20 seconds left now. Rice still has all 3 timeouts. Jenkins to throw. He's taking a shot down the field. Leaping in the air is Artis Cole. He makes the grab at the 28-yard line, and that is the 2nd timeout taken for the Owls offense. Great job by Jenkins leading Cole to the open grass. 2nd down and 2 with less than 10 seconds to go. Artis Cole gets out of bounds. And now with 5 seconds left, 1 timeout. You can come out here, run 1 play, just get the ball centered for a nice, easy kick for Chase Allen. And Rice is going to load up here, bring out the heavy personnel, 2 tight ends, Balthazar, under center is Jenkins, hands it to Balthazar, and he's going to break free, getting away, and getting into the end zone! A terrible angle by safety Travion McGee lets Max Balthazar walk in untouched right before the end of the first half. And Rice was content just settling for 3, but now they get a last-second touchdown to end the first half. At the break, Rice has been dominating on the ground. Only 2 rushing yards for the 49ers on offense. They have not converted a single 3rd down to this point. up 19-7. Charlotte will get the ball, so Rice's defense needs to come out strong and make a statement and not let the Niners get back into this game. First play of the third quarter here. This is a handoff to Harrell. He gets right past Jack Kane into the open field, into Rice territory, being chased by Play Wyatt. He won't catch him. Amari Porter is finally the one to push Henry Rutledge out of bounds at the 15-yard line. A very long, explosive run, once again led up by this Rice defense, and here's Donald Chaney breaking one tackle and carrying Amari Porter into the end zone. And 2 plays just like that, Rice has their lead cut into now only a 5-point game. So after the quick score, Rice back on offense. Jenkins going to pull the ball here. He's going to run ahead. First down and more for Chase Jenkins, who slides down at the 45. A nice gain here for the junior quarterback as he shows first down. Balthazar remains the back as Barnett comes in motion here, and Jenkins going to stand in tall, looking, firing over the middle. There is Turner, and that is a fantastic job by Jenkins, just hanging in the pocket, trusting his protection, and finding his senior playmaker. 3rd and 3, they fake the jet motion, hand it off to Balthazar, who's going to fight his way close to the first down marker and not quite get it. So they're going to go for it. They bring the heavy personnel out on the field. They have Byers in the backfield. Swartz motions from fullback out to tight end. Jenkins, are they going to snap it? Yes, they do. Give it to Byers. He is met in the backfield, and he does not convert. Taken down behind the line. David Stickle, the center, he just gets confused here. He passes off a defensive tackle to no one. No one's going to pick him up. He takes down Tyvon Byers, and now this guy gets a chance to get back on the field. Donald Chaney runs into Rice territory. He's starting to get going now. Harrell to throw on 2nd down and 12. Has time. Pass is complete. That's a great throw and catch. Davion Hook was blanketing the receiver, but it did not matter. Harrell hands the ball off here to Ratledge. He is stuffed by Bonish on 1st down. That will be a loss of 1. A short completion will bring up 3rd and 6, where Harrell would throw, moving right, settling in the pocket, and we're going to say that's a throwaway. I don't think that anyone could intentionally be so inaccurate. Maybe a certain Colts quarterback that should be playing tight end, but it brings up 4th and 6. Charlotte going for it. Harrell has time, going towards the end zone in the corner. It is knocked away by Davion Hook. Looking for Javen Nicholas, but the Rice defense holds strong as the 3rd quarter is more than halfway done here. Jenkins will begin the drive by handing off to Balthazar. He fights his way ahead through the tackle of Jaquarius Conley and is able to pick up close to a 1st down. 2nd down and 8 a little bit later on the drive. Barnett in motion into a trip set. Jenkins going to pull the ball here on power read. He's got the 1st down and more, going down at the 45. 5 carries, 65 yards for Chase Jenkins. 2 minutes left in the quarter. Jenkins play action. He has time. He's loading up, taking a shot downfield, wide open, and he misses Aaron Turner. At least it looked like it. We get some kind of cover 2 here. Turner's wide open, and I'm honestly not going to put that on Jenkins. Turner needs to make some kind of effort to get that ball out of the air. This ball's on the ground here as Jenkins ran for the 1st down on the option. Luckily, Dalen Alexander is able to fall on it. So Rice still able to move the ball a little bit here. They bring up 3rd down and 10, however, as we're less than a minute to go in the 3rd quarter. Jenkins takes the snap, pressure coming, throws, passes knocked away from Micah Barnett. And this is not what you want to see. Chase Jenkins grabbing at his throwing wrist after taking a big hit by the blitzing linebacker. It would bring up 4th down, and Chase Allen will come on. He's going to knock this field goal through and make it an 8-point game. Charlotte back on offense. Harrell, he's just chucking the ball up recently. This one's in and out of the hands of his receiver. Double coverage there with Harper and Kane. A 3-and-out would lead to Rice getting the ball back just around midfield. Jenkins is back in the game, so he is okay, but I want to see how does Rice handle the injury to their banged-up quarterback. They go to the air here on 1st down. Will Swartz not able to come down with a tough grab. So on 2nd down, we're now firmly into the 4th quarter here, 11 minutes to go. Double motion here. Here comes Schwartz back across. You know what this is. He's lined up as the H-back. We go counter. Balthazar not able to get away from Reed Williford, who brings him down. Brings up 3rd down and 10. So you got to go to the air here with a banged up quarterback. Here comes the rush for Jenkins. He does not have time to deliver the outbreaker to Landon Ransom goals. So Rice will punt it away. 2nd and 1 here. Harrell with time on the play fake. This pass is complete. A fantastic grab made by Justin Olsen. Another rep of really good coverage on the slot receiver, but he's able to make a tough grab. Harrell to the air again, rolling right, throwing right into the arms of Jack Kane. Intercepted for the 2nd time today is Connor Harrell, and this errant pass sailed right over his receiver. Kane was lurking behind as the deep safety, but an inaccurate ball. If you throw the ball, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. And Connor Harrell, he just saw one of those bad things happen. Let's take another look at this play here from Kane. Little bit of pressure as Harrell rolled right, and you're going to see that this is just a fantastic hit also put on the receiver, McGowan, by Jarek Harper. The umpire almost gets in the way of Kane being able to make the play here, but he is able to secure the catch and get the ball back for Rice, who is faced with a 3rd down. They're going to try and screen this out to Dalen Alexander, and he will not get the 1st down. So the turnovers have not been much of an impact so far, and Rice is going to go ahead and send out Alex Bacchetta to kick this one away. We're about halfway done with the 4th quarter as the kick is off, and they're not going to return this one, and Max Ahoya makes a nice toe-dragging play to keep that ball inside the 10-yard line. Charlotte will have to start from their 7. On 3rd and 10, Harrell's going to run. He was flushed out to his left by the stunting line, and we're going to take a look at this snap one more time. The whole entire line stunts to the right. All the route concepts are to the right side of the field, but Harrell has to go left, and Max Lofi is just there waiting for him. A good job by forcing the quarterback where you want him to go, and Rice gets the ball back. 6.5 minutes left. Here goes Max Balthazar breaking tackles. 1st down into Charlotte territory, and that's a big injury there if Jaquarius Conley can't go. He got back to his feet, but he will have to leave the field of play. We're going to run with Balthazar one more time, breaking away from the defense, fighting his way ahead to the 21-yard line. 82 yards now for the junior tailback, as we are now within 5 minutes, down to 3:05 in the game. Artis Cole comes in motion. They hand it to him. Cole getting blocks here. He's fighting, and he is just shy, taken down at the 1-yard line. Charlotte beginning to use their timeouts here. On 3rd and goal, Aaron Turner keeps it. He is stuffed, taken down just short of the goal line. So now decision time for Rice. They kick the field goal, and they have to play some defense. They're up by 11 now with just over 2 minutes to go. This ball's in and out of the hands of Olsen. A rough day passing for Connor Harrell, and now it's 4th and 1. Game on the line. What does Charlotte have here? They run the ball with Ratledge. He breaks one tackle, and now it's a foot race. This is Ratledge pulling away, and Charlotte's going to have their 2nd long, explosive running play of the 2nd half, pulling away from the Rice defense and keeping this thing close. Really poor tackling here, and just a bad job by the 2nd level defense. See, DJ Arkansas, he's the closest guy to being able to make a tackle here, but he's getting blocked. It's not a good opportunity here for Rice on defense, and Charlotte's going to go for 2, try and make it a 3-point game. Harrell to throw, passes caught on the slant, and that is an easy pitch and catch. It is a field goal game. Charlotte's going to try the onside kick to get the ball back quickly. Ball's dribbling on the ground. It is scooped up by Braylon Walker, who is able to go down just inside of the Charlotte 40. So Rice, they need 1 first down. Charlotte's out of timeouts. If they can get it here on 3rd and 2 against a stacked look from the defense, they give it to Balthazar, and he powers ahead, converts the 1st down, and that is going to end things. The Rice Owls, for the first time in over 10 years, have won a bowl game, capping off one of the most successful seasons of Owl football in the entire history of the program. Going back to the 60s, when this team was running the Southwestern Conference, was the last time Rice was this dominant, being ranked inside of the AP poll. even getting a chance to play in a conference championship. We didn't take it home today, but we do at least get some kind of moral victory in winning a bowl game. Your Boca Raton Bowl champion, Rice Owls. It's got a pretty good ring to it, I think. In a couple years, I think we'll have some better bowl games here to show off in the trophy case, but I think we played well, right? I think that we really pressured Connor Harrell into making some tough decisions. He's a running quarterback, and he didn't do much running. That being said, I'm glad the season's over because I don't have to watch this second half of the year run defense anymore. I am tired of seeing the missed tackles, and we are going to make sure that that is fixed for next season. I've already done the offseason. It's ready to go. I just need to go ahead and edit it and record it and get it posted. I'm very excited about the recruiting class that we currently have and what we are going to have moving forward. And our success this year is only going to help us in the future. We're going to get a better reputation. Recruits are going to want to come here more often. Everything's going to be just a little bit easier for us because of the success we had in year one. We go ahead and we move out of the first bowl week. We do have a couple of other bowl games going on here before we get to the start of the college football playoff as you take a look at our final school rankings. But that's going to do it for season one. Overall, an 11-3 season, it's very successful. And I would be very, very happy if you told me when we started this dynasty that we would be a double-digit win team, bowl eligible, ranked, playing in the conference championship. If any of just one of those things happened, I would have been extremely happy. But for all three of those to occur, an absolute smashing success of a first season. But that's going to go ahead and do it today. We do use some of our coach points to make sure we get a little bit more of a training boost. And now our focus is going to turn to the offseason. And most importantly, looking at who is staying and who is going, both in terms of graduation and in the transfer portal. That's one of the things I've been very concerned about in the background here is, are we going to be able to keep some of our key underclassmen around once the season has come to an end? We're going to find out next time. If you enjoyed, go ahead, like the video, subscribe, and go ahead and use that new YouTube hype feature to tell YouTube that you want more college football sim heads, scheme fanatics just like you to watch this video. I will see you very soon, first with the new Chalk Talk and then with the off season, and we will get our way into season 2 with the Owls. Take care.